Hello! This is my first pickups video here, as you can see. Both the Zelda games for the Nintendo 64. Good stuff, I played as a kid. Yoshi Story. Mortal Kombat 4. NBA Courtside. Never played this. Clay Fighter, 63 1/3. Pokemon Stadium. Super Smash Brothers. Good memories playing that with friends. Biofreaks here in the box. As you can see, it's pretty beat up, but it is complete with the huge power manual there. And I think this is a insert that rental places would use, because I don't think I've seen one when I was buying 64 games back when it was new, so if you know about that, let me know. And this is Jet Force Gemini, something I actually didn't play as a kid, but I've heard a lot of good stuff about it. So I'm gonna have to find some time to play this. And again, it is complete, but it looks like it was an ex-rental. As you can see, Caterpillar or something's been chewing on the manual, but it still does have the insert as well there. And along with all those games, I got a couple of these Competition Pro controllers with all these switches on there, which I haven't seen before. I don't think I saw them when they were new, so if you know anything about them, let me know. And got another grey one of those here. And just a standard grey Nintendo 64 controller. This is the purple see-through controller. I'm not sure what colour they called it, and I'll bring it out. I've got a jumper pack here. This is a transfer pack that you can use with Pokemon Stadium, play a Pokemon Red or your Pokemon Blue on the TV, hook it up to your 64. These are like the third party Rumble pack. This is a third party. It does a memory pack and the Rumble pack in one, so that's a bit different. I haven't seen that before. Found all this stuff, all this Nintendo 64 stuff was, I paid $10 for the whole lot of stuff, which I thought was pretty good, since usually when I'm paying for games here in Australia, especially for 64 games, a lot of people that grew up with them now are hunting them down and raising the prices up crazy. Like, well, obviously the Zelda games are very expensive here. I think I've seen some of them go card only for $50 or so each, so I'm very happy to get that Super Smash Bros. Back that I had as a kid that I foolishly sold off. Regretted it and only just found another copy now after all these years. Okay. These are the PC games that I picked up in April. I usually don't buy too many of these, but there's certain PC games that I can't play anywhere else because they're exclusive to PC, so I have to get them on PC. So this is Medieval 2 Total War. This is something I wanted to play for quite a while. I don't know if my current computer will run this very well. I might have to upgrade before giving that a try. I've got SimCity Rome, which looks like an interesting kind of Roman city builder game. Kind of like SimCity, but instead you're building Rome. Got Dawn of War here. I actually thought this was an RTS game. I didn't realise till after I got it home that it's not. And then this is Dawn of War Winter Assault, which is a Dawn of War RTS game, which I remember playing very much in TAFE. We used to land this all the time. We've got Dungeon Siege here. Looks like it might be a fun kind of dungeon crawler kind of game, but I really haven't heard of it. And then we've got Dawn of War Dark Crusade. Again, this is something I played a lot of in TAFE when we stayed back for a while, so that was fun. Escape from Paradise City. I tried this out earlier. I really couldn't get into it. It just seemed really cheaply made, but I don't know, I might give it another shot. Then we've got Rome Total War. Cossacks 2, Napoleonic Wars, which looks like another good RTS that will keep me busy for a long time. And then Alexander, apparently based on a movie, but I've never seen the movie, so... But it is an RTS game, so I'm thinking it should be at least alright to have a go. So I've got those 10 games, and they're $1 each, and they're all complete with the manuals and the CD keys. So I usually don't pick the PC games up, but if they're RTS games, I usually will, because I enjoy RTS. Okay, so now on to some PlayStation stuff. Just an original PlayStation 1 with the memory card there. It's a third-party one, but that was only $1, and it does work. I've tested it, got all the cables and everything with it as well, so I wasn't going to pass up a $1 PlayStation. Now I've got a fat PS2. That's again a third-party memory card, but it does have a Sony brand one with it as well. And that was $8. Don't know if you can see it here. It's $8, and again it says it's working, and it is. I've tested it, and this is shipped as well, so it will play imports or burnt games. And I did also get a few disc-only games with this lot. For some reason, they're only PlayStation 1 games. It wasn't on PS2, but I got the manual for Need for Speed High Stakes, and the cover insert, but no cover. And as you can see, the disc is there, and just a touring car championship game as well. So not very good games, but the guy did me a lot on them all and just said have the PlayStation 2, the PlayStation 1 and these games for $10. So I wasn't going to turn that down. Oops, sorry, I actually did have a few manuals for those 64 games. I think this one might have been reprinted, but I don't know if it actually originally came like this or not. It looks just like it's printed on paper. Usually the manuals are more kind of plasticky kind of paper, like this Majora's Mask one, which looks like it did come from a store that was pretty close to me actually, but I never went in there because I'd heard they were a bit shady and did ridiculous prices, and they were selling even burnt games at retail prices, so definitely wasn't going to go in there as a kid. This is a Clay Fighter one. This is probably the best condition one out of those. The other ones are pretty bad. Alright, next up we have some Super Nintendo stuff. Now, I went to a garage sale and saw that he had this stuff. I was thinking he was going to say some ridiculous price for it all, because Super Nintendo stuff here can go just crazy prices that I can't afford to pay, so I usually don't pick it up. But this guy gave me a great deal on all this stuff. First, you got the Super Nintendo here. It's the power version, obviously, because I'm in Australia. Now this is probably in better condition than my current Super Nintendo, so this is probably replacing my current Super Nintendo. And got two controllers with it, as you can see here. There's a Master Blaster one, which I think they made a Mega Drive arcade stick as well at some point. And then we've got just the standard controller, obviously there with the coloured buttons. And onto the games that I got. I got Super Mario World in one of these. I don't know. I think they used to wrap them in these kind of cases. It's got a Nintendo logo there. But Super Mario All Stars, something pretty much you need to have with your Super Nintendo, don't you? And then I've got a boxed Super Mario Kart, which is... The box is a little beat up here and there, but mainly it's in pretty good shape. And this is also complete. So it even has a consumer information booklets and a warranty, which it's probably long out of warranty by now, but there's a manual as well, which has some really nice art in it. Of all the characters racing around, Bowser, Yoshi, and it even comes with one of these posters advertising all the games for the Super Nintendo on this side, and a lot of Game Boy stuff on the other side. And, of course, the game here, which is in great condition, I'd probably say. Probably an 8 out of 10 in condition. Looks like it's hardly even been played. And then I've got this mat as well, which is for the NES. But I've never seen one, so I don't know if this is particularly rare or anything, but it's a Family Fun Fitness mat, which I'm guessing had a game and you'd jump on these squares or something to flip over to. Now, I'm not really sure what that's used for, or if the game that it does use is any good, but it is by Bandai, which they have released some pretty decent stuff, so I guess I'll just have to see on that one. If anyone knows anything about it, if you could let me know, that would be good. Okay, now we're on to some more modern stuff. This is Crackdown 2. As you can see, it was originally $15. I didn't really want to pay the $15, so I got this 2 for $20 with Gun, which is a game I've rented so many times but never actually owned a physical copy for whatever reason, but now I have, and I'm probably going to finally be able to complete it, because I just never got around to completing it. I don't know why. So I got both of those for 20, so they were 10 each, which is better than paying the 29 that it was originally going to be. Then we've got Fatal Inertia. Not really sure how you pronounce that, but it was $8 and it looked kind of like it would be like an Xbox version of Wipeout, so I really liked the Wipeout game, so I thought this would be kind of a step up, maybe. Wasn't really sure, but I thought I'd give it a go for $8. So I haven't really tried it out that much, but it looks like it will be pretty fun. Then I've got House of the Dead 2 and 3 Return on the Wii, and this was $9, which I thought was a decent price to pay. I probably wasn't going to pay much more than that for this, even though I did play it a lot in a few arcades and that kind of thing when I was growing up. But this is complete as well, so I've got the manual in there as well. Then we'll move on to PS2, which got Kingdom Hearts, which is complete again, but I don't know if you can see, but there's some weird tearing on the plastic here, so I don't know what happened there. Maybe a cat got to it at one point, but I'm not too fussed. This is I probably paid about a fair amount for this. I don't think it's going for much over $7 on eBay anymore. But it's something I've wanted to try for a while, but just never really found it that cheap. Usually when I was looking, it's probably about $30, I think, and I wasn't willing to pay that for one game, so glad to have picked that up for $7 finally. Alright, next up, I have some controllers. Just the smaller S-type controllers, I believe, for the original Xbox, because I've been wanting a few more of those, because I only have about 2 controllers for it at the moment, so it was good to pick those up, and those were $2 each, so I wasn't going to pass them up for $2 each. And then I got this GameCube controller. Now, as you can see, I don't know, a dog has chewed on the analog stick here, but it does, I tested it, it does still work, so it wasn't too bad, but I wish I'd noticed that a bit back before I put down the $2 for it. Yeah. And then the last thing for this video is Muppet Race Mania for the PS1. Now originally someone paid $55 for this. Yeah, I don't know if it's that good. It's actually not too bad. It's kind of like Mario Kart or Crash Team Racing, that kind of thing, so it's a kart racing game. But it was nice to finally find something in the Goodwill that I've been frequenting for a couple of years now. This is actually the first proper game that I've found there, so that's nice. They usually only have like pirate copies of stuff, so, and I can't take them for the collection, so it's nice to finally find that. Sadly, there is no instruction manual, but it's finally good to find something there for $2.